everyone! Today I'm doing a review of Ink and Bone by Rachel Caine. This is the first book from the trilogy, I believe. It was first published in 2015. This book is set in the world where the great library of Alexandria was never destroyed, and now owning a book is a crime. So the library owns every single book. Our main character, Jess Brightwell, is the son of a black market book smuggler, and he's being sent to the library to compete for a position as a scholar. Now he unravels some secrets about the library. It is also said that the people who own the library value books or knowledge a lot more than they value human life. The plot of this book is very unique. I never come across anything like it before. The world is so intricate and unusual. It is also set in a near future, 2020 or something like that. But at the same time, it felt like a mixture of the past, of history, how things were at that time, plus with the future elements. And considering that this book is set in the future, some of the things are completely different from how they are now, and some of the things just don't exist. Reading this book really made me appreciate how we can own books, how there are multiple copies of each book, just to be able to read any book you want, because in this book owning a book is a crime, like I said before. But at the same time they kind of have blanks. I'm not sure what it is, it's not really explained. I think it's just kind of copies or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. When our main character goes to this library, it gave me a bit of a Harry Potter vibe from the first book, because it felt the same as they're going to the library, which is like a school kind of, and he's learning loads of different things there. But at the same time, what I found a bit strange is that we don't know much of what they learn at this library. It's not really explained. You get to see some lessons with one scholar, but apart from that you don't see what they do, what they learn, so it's not really explained how it works. So I wanted a little bit more description of that. This book is basically about books, which is something that I really like. At some points I felt a bit magical, even though there's no magic. There's alchemy involved, and that's it. What I also liked about this book is that in each chapter something new happens. So it is never really slow, which I don't like in books. And there are 400 pages in this book, and there are only 16 chapters, so the chapters are quite long. But there's still a lot of going on in each chapter, which I really appreciated. Also, which I found really cool in this book, is that some of the original works by very famous people of the past, like Aristotle and other people, their books still exist in their original form, and I almost felt the power, the greatness of that, because how awesome is that, probably, to still have those books. What I also found cool in this book is that at the end the author put playlist of soundtrack playlist. So these are the songs that she was listening to whilst writing this book, and I think it's so cool because if you listen to it, it kind of gives you more of the atmosphere of the world, because that's the author's imagination basically, and those songs probably influenced her in some ways. Also, I really liked that the students who came to this library, they're from different countries. For example, our main character, Jess, he is from England, and there are students from Germany, Spain, France, Denmark, Japan, Wales, Portugal, America, and some other countries. I found it really interesting because it just gives you so much more diversity in terms of nationalities. There was also one girl from the United Arab Emirates. These students from different countries, from different backgrounds, different cultures, they are very different from each other, but at the same time they are the same, because they're just the same, they're people. So I always like when there are different nationalities are included in one book. I really liked the main character a lot. He's very smart and witty, and I like his humor a lot. About halfway through the book there is a lot of action started, and for some reason my interest became a bit less. So I wasn't as invested in it as before. I don't know why, maybe it's just because I didn't expect action or the things that happened in this book from this book, but at the same time, after a chapter or so, I was invested in it again because it started being so interesting and so intriguing. So many things would be revealing or going clues for the future things, and there are loads of secrets about the library and they are just about to be revealed. So I expect in the second and third books there will be so much going on, so much exciting epic things. So I'm kind of excited about reading the next book in the series, but I would just need to try and pick it up. The thing that I didn't really like about this book is that some of the things, like I said, were not really explained. I wanted more explanation about the world, what they were doing at the library, and just some bits they would be mentioned but not explained. Some of the things felt a bit underdeveloped, but I don't know, they might be explained in the second or third book. I couldn't quite picture what exactly they were studying for at the library. It wasn't much of it. I forgot to mention that I think the romance in this book is very well done. It's not fast growing one, it is rather a slow growing one, and I really appreciated it because this felt real. There is a reason why there's romance between these two characters. It makes perfect sense. Now, to finish off my review, I'm going to tell you my favorite quote from this book. You can't give up because whether you win or lose, you just set up the board and keep playing. He was referring to life as a chessboard. So overall, I really enjoyed this book. At first I was loving this book and I thought I could give it 5 stars, but then, I don't know, it just didn't happen, so 4 stars. But I think many people will love this book. It is a book about books and there's some action in it, and the plot and the world is very unique, so I highly recommend this book if you like YA books. I don't even know what genre it is, to be honest. It's not, I don't know. So if you have any thoughts on this book, if you have read it or if you're planning to read it, please let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. Bye!